hope everybody's having a great afternoon. Mine's been a crazy morning. I went and worked out this morning. And then my phone, I ended up dropping my phone in the water. But God always has a way of always looking out for me, because I found out that the battery's bad. It could cause me a lot of problems. So we are going today, I told you what we're going to do today. Today we're going to make a whole chicken. We're going to bake it. I'm going to show you how to make healthy mashed potatoes, healthy gravy. And then I'm also going to have a video today on broth, how we make the broth. But first off, I washed the chicken and stuff, so he's sitting in here, in the thing here. So we're going to put him in the roaster. Let me grab the roaster and stick him in. But before we do that, we need to chop up some fine parsley. We've got some parsley and some onion that we're going to chop. So that's what we're going to do. And some people were asking me the other day about things, and basically I just got into the healthy cooking. I used to always be eating healthy. Used to work out 6 times a week in aerobics when I was younger. Basically, the last 6 years, I just had some stuff happen to me, and sort of just got to the point where I just let people pick on me. And because of the bullying and stuff, it almost cost me my life, because I just got tired. I got tired of explaining, why I had to eat this way and stuff. And I realized that when people are toxic, they're really bullying, and nobody deserves to be bullied. And that's one thing. I was bullied in school because I was smart and stuff, but I always had a weight problem, and I always tried to control it. And that's one thing I don't like, is people that bully. I don't care if they're adults or kids, because nobody deserves it. And to me, I've learned that if I'm by myself, I'm okay, because I don't want somebody sitting there making fun of me. It's very hard. You got to count the calories. And, I don't pick on people, but if I see you in the store and you're got all this junk food, then I'm probably not going to have too much respect, because there's no reason that you should be having all that junk food. You can eat. I have chips once in a while. I just get me like a single serving bag. But I do like pretzels. And pretzels I can eat, and I count them out. And I get the stick pretzels, because you can count 42 pretzels out. 42 pretzels is only 120 calories. You count them out in a bowl. And then you sit down and you eat them, and it works. So we chopped up the onion here, okay? Chopped up the parsley. And now we're going to put it in the pan. I try to get things a little more prep for you guys, so you can see what we're working with and things like that. And just to let people know, I do eat my food. I'm not a fraud. I am single right now. And I eat the food, and I give food to, I take it in for my trainers. I take it in for a friend of mine who's also a client in my other business. I own another company. I own a company. And I take it over to them to let them try my recipes out, but I do eat what I cook. I'm not a phony. I'm not here to be a phony. I'm here to help you, because I want people to be able to eat healthy and don't have to go what I went through, about how I was picked on, how I was given up on life because I was too heavy and I didn't want to live anymore. And I finally realized last year when I met this trainer, Lance, at Powertrain, he was a lifesaver for me. Then I started working out with Dan the most, and then they shut that one down because it was a business. We go to this other one now in town. And, I love Dan to death. He's a great trainer. Like this morning, I wasn't paying attention at boot camp because this other girl was there, and I hadn't seen her in a while. We were talking, and he's like, Sherry, I'm not repeating myself again. And it's like, oh, okay. And we had a great workout, and then... and stuff, and sometimes I do mess up, and I don't do it on purpose, but sometimes I do. I have an off day. We all do. So now we're going to get the chicken out of the sink, because we're going to rinse him one more time. I always want to make sure he's nice and clean. So, and then we're going to put him in the pan here, and all I'm going to use is some, let me wash my hands first. We're not going to use a lot of seasonings. I got this chicken jerk seasoning when I was up at one of the islands, and I don't even know where I got it, but it does wonders. I can't even find it anymore. And we used it for grilling. But what we're going to do is we're going to put some seasoned salt on him. And I just shake it on, you know, and then I'm going to put some pepper. It's real simple. I don't use anything major. And then some poultry seasoning. But yeah, and Dan works with me the most, and then Andrew, he works with me one day a week. But I've worked with Dan the most because I started out with him at the other gym, and this is what the chicken is looking like. We're gonna have a couple videos on chicken today, only because it's gonna take more than one, and I want you to see the final product. And then I put some sage on him. And then I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of butter. And the reason I use the 2 tablespoons of butter is because it actually makes him moist. And we're just going to put him a little bit on there, you know, rub it around. And put a little bit in here. And that's about it. I'll show you what it looks like. Looks like that. Then we're going to put some chicken jerk on him. And that's it. And then what we're going to do is fill the pan with water. And I'm going to bake him. All we're going to put in here. And we're going to fill him up with water. And we're going to put him in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes to an hour. And we're going to have chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, and chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, and a vegetable. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I don't eat a lot of bread. I did take that out a lot. I do eat sandwiches, but I try not, if I'm going to eat a sandwich with my soup or something, and a lot of time I have sandwiches for lunch, I cut back on the carbs because bread has a lot of carbs, and that's one thing I love is bread. And then I just fill him up like this. And I'll put the lid on him. We're going to put the lid on him. That's all we're going to do. And we got him in the roaster. We're going to put him in the oven. The oven's ready to go at 350. Now, we can peel our potatoes here. I cut about 5 potatoes. 1 potato is 110 calories. So, put this in here. And in the broth, I think you guys are going to find just how easy the broth is. And it's quite easy. But I'm not really, you know, like I said, I'm not into the, let me wash my sink out here. We're going to do this. Let's see. Let's go over here. Okay. And we're just going to peel our potatoes. We're going to peel potatoes here. But yeah, I think people need to be more respectful of people because sometimes you don't know. And when I used to go to the stores, I never really bought junk food, you know. I wasn't really much of an eater. I just had a metabolism problem. But that's why I really am thankful for Dan working with me, because with working out with him, I have gotten to do a lot of things that I never thought I could ever do again. And it was great. So. And then what we're going to do is while these are cooking, I'll sign off, and then after they get done cooking, I'll come back on, and I'll show you guys the end result, you know, for the gravy and the potatoes. And stuff. Andrew works out with me 1 day a week, and then he makes my workouts and tells me what to do. I have to do it. And then Dan does my workouts. I work out with him the other 2 days. And he makes my workouts. I think this week I get new workouts, so I don't know. But the sled's always involved in there, and so is the rower. So we had a good workout today. I like going to boot camp. Trying to see if I can afford the other day. If I can't, I'll just stay with my 3 days working with the trainers and then 2 days boot camp. And then in summertime, I'll drop down to 1 day boot camp because I'll run up on the island where I stay for the summer. But I still have to come back to the city during the week because I have to work. And I have things I have to get done and stuff like that. So, but cooking's like my passion. I always love to cook. To me, cooking is a way that I can't do art. And we've discussed this before. It's a way for me to be able to express myself. And cooking is just love, and to me, it's relaxing. Cooking is just really relaxing for me. So, and then I'll show you what we put in the water. And then we'll sign off, and then when they're done, I'll come back on. And then you can see the final outcome. Because while we're doing that, I'm also going to show you how to make gravy. And it might end up being 3 parts. I don't know yet. Just depends. So, we have 5 potatoes here. As you can see, that we just cleaned and rinsed off. Now, I'm going to get a pan. I'm going to get a pan. And we're going to chop them. I try to get them a little fine because I find that if you chop them a little fine, they actually do better. And when you smash them or mush them, whatever you want to call them. But no, I cook the way that I do, and then I just have to heat it up during the week because running my company, I do taxes and tax law. I represent a lot of clients and a lot of different things. So I always sometimes I just don't have always time to cook a meal every day. So when I get the 4 to 8 times for the 8 meals, it works because then I eat it all week. And then when I take some into the trainers and stuff like that, it doesn't bother me because then I can eat, like on Fridays, I get something else to eat. So, and that's where we're at. And we're just going to chop these. I'll show you here in a minute. I could chop pretty quick. Yeah, today it's beautiful out. I could have went and did some yard work at my lake house, but on the water, but I didn't want to. I do need to get a yard done though, but I didn't want to do it today. So I like cooking, and to me it's just a way that I can relax, and I'm not a fraud. People would come here, I will eat, and you can ask my friends, I eat what I cook. I'm not ashamed of what I eat. I just monitor everything, and that's why I'm helping people, because I want people to see that you can eat healthy and you can lose weight. You don't have to get all this surgery and everything else. It's just a matter about maintaining everything. Here's what our potatoes look like. Now I'm going to fill it up with water. And I always put a little pepper in there and a little bit of seasoned salt. And there you go, guys. This is our potatoes. So now we got our potatoes going. And we're going to put them on and boil them. And then we're also going to have some corn. I'm going to put that in a pan and boil that. So, what we're going to do. We're just going to do that. And just put some water and salt and pepper on it. And we'll boil it. And that's where we're at, guys. Right here. And that's where we're at.